All right, everybody. We're back after a little hiatus. Another episode here of the High Line, where we're going to talk everything racing, and we got a lot to catch up on. But before I do that, my co-host here, Rome. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. We got to catch the people up with
we
a
got
lot
a
of
few
shit.
we got a few things to catch up on.
Yeah. All right. So last time we talked, it was right after Coda. So it's been about 4 races, 4 weekends, where we missed. Obviously, um, we have Phoenix, where Ryan Blaney won the race, got on the board. I think there was a race that was led mostly by Denny, and then he lost it at the end. Is that what happened? If I remember right.
I mean that was just this past race.
No, it was Christopher Bell. Yeah,
Yeah, Christopher Bell was. Yeah, I
dominating
remember.
that, and then
Yep.
okay, so Blaney won that. Nothing crazy that I remember from that. Um,
No.
that needs to be discussed. Vegas, we go to Vegas, and Denny gets his first win of the season. No, you were happy about that. He basically
Oh
dominated
yeah,
that race.
he did dominate that race.
Most laps led and fastest lap. Um, not that that means anything in NASCAR, but um, then we went to Darlington, which is always fun. The Darlington was cool. The retro paint schemes that some of the teams brought out is pretty cool.
Mm.
The whole what is it? Not Penske, but the RFK team did a little tribute to Biffle with the numbers being like
Yeah,
the same.
I think they've been doing that's not the first time they
I
did
think
it.
I think it's they've done it the last 2 weeks for sure. But Darlington was like the first all their cards because they have a like Brad has a six. He's just a six. So like his six was like that old
The
like
old
biffle like
yeah.
what can't even think of the word, but the font or
Hmm.
whatever. And then they still own the 16 car, I believe. So that was done the same like style for that race. And I think that's all. I only think they have like 2 cars. But they both were RFK. So yeah, it was like the 17 was done like that. So I think the whole team because they have Busher 17 and 60. That's what it was. Ryan Priest had 60
Hmm.
and that like the six was on the 60 was done. I think Allmendinger Allman I can't even say the name.
Almendinger.
Yeah, I think he has 16. I don't remember if they did anything for his thing. But anyway, Tyler Reddick gets back on the board on that one. That was a good
Wins another
that
one.
that was a very like interesting race where like Reddick started from the pole, but then like 3 laps in started reporting how like something was off with the car, something was wrong, like he was losing like battery power. They came
Hmm.
in, they changed the battery,
Yep.
and he ended up winning. Um, and that's yeah. Um, and then last this past Sunday that we just missed, we were at Martinsville, good old Martinsville, and all they could talk about was the hot dogs. Um, and Denny dominated until the end, and then
Then the most overrated driver in NASCAR won.
listen, he has a name. He's won a title already, so like,
Listen, he's getting on my nerves just like Junior used to back in the day.
yeah, well, that's what comes with the name,
The
with having a name, I should say.
Bill wasn't all that great to have a name carry like that, to where everyone's treating him like they treated Junior. At least
Well,
Junior could drive a little bit.
just a little bit.
Yeah. I
Hey,
mean,
Bill,
Chase, the only reason Chase actually won is because his crew chief made a bold move and pitted ahead of everybody.
yeah, and I thought it was gonna catch up to him, and it didn't. Unfortunately, but like because what really helped them was there was like 3 straight cautions in a row, like after they pulled that bold move, because like He was on old tires, and that saved them. Like them having that, um, it was like three cautions in a row for whatever reason. I forget what happened, the
Yeah,
sequence of everything, but that's really what helped them. And also, once again, this is the one thing that I think that if any of our fans here that take the time to listen to the show, we're in are also giving it a shot because we are talking a little bit about the other big racing series out there, but that is the one thing that I enjoy about Formula One. I don't know if Indy does it, but like when you're a lap car, you move out of the way.
yeah,
Like
that's what pisses me off about NASCAR. Like they want to continue fighting you. Like get the fuck out of the way.
yes, they're fighting to
Lap.
stay in the fucking lead lap. It ends up like messing things up, and then it sucks because you're might places like Martinsville, you might end up crashing with a lap car that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you're both screwed. But like yeah, in F1 there's they call it the blue flag, like they'll flash on the little lights that they have around the track, like when you're getting near a lap car, and it so that the lap car sees it and it kind of just moves out of the way, gets out of the way of the leaders,
That's
doesn't
show.
bother it.
That's how it should be.
Well, I was watching that race, and that was another point where I was like, yeah, this needs to happen now, because I'm sitting there. Not that's the part where I was talking about where Chase pitted early, and there was some green flag pits, and I think Denny ended up being third when everything was circled around. It was like Chase, Van Ginsberg or whatever, and and Denny was third, but like there was a bunch of traffic in between. Like Denny passed SVG, and then like that's like got stuck in the traffic, and then those cautions came out. So like
Hmm.
it is what it is. But
Yeah. Well,
like,
same shit was happening. Was it Darlington? I was texting you complaining about it.
yeah,
Like get the fuck out of the way.
yeah, yeah, it was Darlington,
Like just get the fuck out of the way. It's fucking annoying.
and it's like you see it. I mean, it kind of hurts a little more in these short tracks, obviously, and we're about to get little short track madness going on because the next race I believe we're at Bristol
Yeah. Not this weekend, but following weekend.
following weekend.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they take the weekend off for Easter.
Well, thank God. Um, I didn't have an answer for that one, but yeah, um, there is Bristol's next, and another short track. Um, but like so far, I'm gonna be honest. So far, and not just because of like the race results, but I think like right now, one, two, three, four. Right now, the Toyotas look really good, like
The
overall.
the Toyotas are just flat out kicking ass.
Because right now, obviously, you got Tyler Reddick, who's won all but three races. So he's won half the races.
Hmm.
Well, what are we at? We're at
Uh,
7 races already. He's won four. So he's won over 50% of them.
yeah.
Trying to get the math right.
So
And
five
then,
of those races have been won by Toyotas.
yeah, because Denny won one at
Yep.
London, Vegas, and he came in second in Martinsville.
Then
He
you had
lasted
Blaney won, so that's a Ford,
a Ford and a
and
Chevy.
then a Chevy.
But even in the top, say top 15, you got Tyler Reddick obviously leading. You got Denny in third at the moment. Ty Gibbs in six. Christopher Bell in seven. And then we go down to Bubba at 11. And like Bubba's having, besides Coda, Bubba's having like and then last week, like Bubba's having like a typical Bubba year where he's like he dominates in a lot of these races, and then some bullshit happens, or he creates some bullshit that happens on the track,
Mm.
and like he ends up not finishing, like not winning the race because he had fastest lap at Darlington, and he was like looking pretty good. like a lot of the races, and he's won a lot of stages so far. Like it's just something always happens in like the final stage that kind of screws him up. But
Yeah.
um off the field NASCAR news, your boy Hocevar got a little famous girlfriend now.
Are they though?
Well, okay. So he posted after Darlington, for the people that don't know, Hocevar posted like pictures from the weekend at Darlington. And like the last picture in his little album Instagram is a picture of he's not in it, but it's
It's
this.
Sabrina Carpenter out of Chili's.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if there's
Right.
like some type of inside joke or something with them.
It might be, but because I just came across like my algorithm, I guess,
Yeah.
knows or reads my mind, knew that we were recording this today. And my TikTok came across Carson Hocevar's TikTok, which I don't follow. And it was like his latest post was like him doing like a mashup of like something that like a skit she did on SNL about like something having to do with a guy, and like her answer, like the joke was like she just saying like, well, he's 6 feet tall, or he's 6 feet tall, and then like every time she would say 6 feet tall, like it would be like a video of him walking or something. I don't know. And then like the caption of it is like it's true or some shit. I don't know. He's could be trolling.
It's Carson.
Could be trolling, but
He's starting to grow on me big time.
yeah, because he's
I
just
just
out there gunning it every time.
yeah. If he was a little less aggressive, he would probably have won a race by now.
Whoa, that's what we talked
But
about earlier.
he's just
Where
so aggressive. He keeps fucking wrecking.
That's what we talked about a few like races ago. Like
I
our
know. It's just
first
like
second podcast was like him being too aggressive, but then there's like these people who you wish were more aggressive too. So like he has to find
yeah,
like the middle ground on
yeah.
that.
Because that would have been cool him winning the Dale blue and yellow
Yeah.
scheme. That would have been
Yeah, and he
like
was he was fast at the end.
yeah.
Um he was gunning it. But it was just was what it was. I mean, that race he ended up finishing that race he ended up finishing
Yeah. He
17.
finished. Let me see. Wait. What'd you say? He finished where?
Fourth.
Oh, fourth. Okay. Yeah, but I'm really curious. That would be funny if he was dating Sabrina
It
Carpenter
would.
now, since
It's a good
he's
troll.
such. Huh?
It's a good troll.
It is a good troll.
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
like we said, we got Bristol in 2 weeks because Easter break this week. Um was there anything to it? I think the broadcast tried to say something. They weren't sure, obviously, because they're not like they don't know what's going on. Was there anything to like after the race about Bubba like ramming into the back of I forget who he rammed into the back of during Martinsville? Was it
Oh,
Hosa?
he rammed someone?
Kind of. I don't know if it
Hold
was like
on. I'm
on
gonna have to look
purpose.
into this. Hold
They were
on.
kind of saying it because of like the way it was impact. Like they kind of hinted in the thing. He's like, I think that's, they were, Harvick and those guys were like, I think that was more than just a little bump. And I don't know if anything happened at the end. I feel like there wasn't. But I did like, speaking of paint schemes and being random, I did like his paint scheme. He had the checkers,
Hardy's.
the Hardys, sorry, checkers,
Yeah,
Hardys,
he had
same
Hardy's. He
thing.
had Hard. It is not the same. No, no, no. It is not the same thing.
Hardy
Checkers
just
and
the
Hard.
West Coast, isn't it? And
No,
checkers the
Hard.
East.
No, no, nope. Not even close. Hardy's is the East Coast.
Okay, well, whatever.
Carl Jr.
Oh,
is
June,
more
whatever.
West Coast. Yeah, don't keep that. I love Hardee's. Get the
You're
fuck out
right.
of here.
It's not
There
checkers.
used to be
That's
one
all.
on there used to be one on 40.
It's a Wendy's now.
Yeah, I don't. It's gay. They need to bring back Hardee's.
Nobody, I never went there when it was there.
I went there.
I never went there.
I went there all the time, especially when I worked down the street there.
Yeah. Well, too bad. Now you're working
Now
there.
I got to drive to. I think it's in. There's one at Hardee's in Smyrna.
Yeah. Not doing that.
On the way to the
Um,
beach.
All right, Formula One. Ever since the season started and Rome picked his driver, um,
I'm just good at picking drivers.
him and his team are undefeated right now through three races. It's been nothing but Mercedes. George Russell won the first race in Australia, and then it's been Kimi Antonelli's show. But Mercedes has been dominating. Uh, I mean, they've returned. Mercedes was the top of the food chain. Just they had a couple slow like five last like 4 years, 5 years where Max had won. Well, Max didn't win last year, but he won the three before that or four, whatever. But um, I mean, it sucks that they had to get back to looking like this great after you know Lewis left, but it is what it is. Um, I like those two guys anyway. Like a big George Russell fan.
I couldn't have
And,
picked a better driver.
well, I mean, the season's early, and but
I picked him without even looking at literally anything. I didn't even watch
you
the
just
show.
picked
Didn't look at.
Italian,
I no. I've told you. I literally Googled Italian Formula One driver, and he
and
was
then
the
you
only
watched the
one.
show.
And I was like, all right, he's good. And then I put the show on, and who's the first one that pops up?
Kimi
Kimi
Antonelli.
Antonelli.
They're talking about him signing his
Yep,
first.
that's my
Yep.
guy.
Well, Kimi, it's won the last two races. Right now, he leads the standings. George Russell's second, obviously, like I said, dominate. The other team that's surprising, which is to my liking, is Ferrari. Sitting at third, and fourth in the standings. They have not finished outside of the top six all year. So, um, then is the defending champs, the McLarens, and I don't. Verstappen's in ninth. I'm not mad at that.
Fuck him.
Um, yeah, I mean, but they also get a big break until May 3rd when they come to the U.S. in Miami because they canceled the two races that were supposed to be after Japan. They canceled the Saudi race and the race in Bahrain because of everything going on over there. So they got a big whole month off, and then we get two races over here in North America. I was gonna say the United States, but we got Miami and Canada back to back, and then they return in the beginning of June to Monaco for the big Monaco race. So that should be fun.
Well,
Uh,
it'll be nice to watch it once over here because I don't have to either stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning
well,
or
it evens out. Like once they get over, I think I like the way they grouped it. So like even if they would have kept the races in the Middle East, those are like regular time. Like I think the Saudi Arabia race was the only one that was like at 3 o'clock, like our time or something, and it would be like on ABC or something like that. It'd be like a
oh
2 o'clock race because it's a night race over in Saudi, so it's not like it's a night race for them. It's a day race for us. But for
no.
the most part, the when they get to Europe, all these European countries are like 6, 7 hours ahead. So it's like I like it obviously when I'm off and I can sit here and watch it. I like it because it starts at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and it's done by like 10:30 or
Not even.
if that. Not yet, not even. So like it's a good morning start on a Sunday for the most part. So that's always been my thing with Formula One there. Um, but yeah, it'll even out. What they did with the schedule this year is they bunched these like regions up. So it was gonna obviously they were gonna start out in Asia, in the Pacific with Australia, China, and Japan. Obviously, it makes sense. Those are gonna be races that are because they're like a day ahead, basically. And
Mm-hmm.
then they were gonna make their way west to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, which is right in the Middle East, and then they were gonna come here for two. I mean, I think it'll get to a point where they'll make all the race. Well, it doesn't matter, but and then they're back after they go 2 weeks. 2 weeks in May. It's not back to back. They have like weeks in between that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing about Formula One. It's also because it's kind of worldwide, so they have like travel days. When they get to Europe, there is back to back like races for a couple like straight weeks because they're still in Europe. So, but for the most part, it's like there's gonna be a break in the action. This will probably be their longest of the year because of the cancellation of the races. So, um, yeah, they
Hmm.
are. But yeah, right now it's a Mercedes show, but we don't have to worry about it until May May 3rd. So the first weekend in May. Um,
Dang.
and that'll be a regular race. That's I think that's like a two p.m. race
2
in
p.m.
Miami, regular day or like one or two or something like that. Um, little IndyCar. IndyCar's only had four races, obviously. I don't even know half of the where the race anymore. They had a race in Alabama. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a track in Alabama. Um, recently, Alex Palau won that. That's second win of the year. Um, Joseph Newgarden won in Phoenix, which I did watch a little bit. It was kind of interesting. But watching them go around in Phoenix. Uh, the Kyle Kirkwood won in Arlington, which basically they made a street race around, I think Dallas Stadium and shit. Um,
Oh,
Cowboys and shit. But
oh, fuck
anyway,
that.
they are actually two races before the Indy 500, so that
Mm.
means that's coming up soon. Yeah, so uh, and they have back to back races at the Indy 500 because they do the road course inside inside of Indy the week before, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they do not the week before, a few weeks before. They do like the little road course at Indy. Remember in the old NASCAR games they used to have it in there. It's like you could switch it up. There was certain tracks you could switch up to do the that had the option of doing the road course. Or because Daytona
In
has
NASCAR?
yeah, like back in the day, I forget what year the game. There was like a one of the NASCAR games gave you the choice, like to like if you did like a I don't know, like just the like just the exhibition race or whatever, you can pick like which track you want it. Like Daytona had an option for their road course, like the one they used for like the 24-hour race or whatever.
Mm.
So like same thing with well now they use it. The Roval at Charlotte didn't used to be a thing. Like but in the game you could
Yeah.
pick it before it became a thing. Like you could just like pick it as an option on like an exhibition race. But um yeah. So yeah, they're two races away from the Indy 500. And I think I brought this up on our first podcast when we were like looking ahead at the schedules and things. I think this is the first year in a while that they're not going to have all three races on the same day. All like not the big races, but the two big races, F1 and Indy, and then it's usually the same weekend as the um, Coca-Cola 600.
Hmm.
So, which I believe that is still on May 24th, same day as the Indy 500. So that's still good to go. It seems so far away in the NASCAR schedule. I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, that's like like seven races away.
Yeah. It's actually
But
just right around the corner.
yeah, I mean, it'll be here before like we all know it, but like, yeah, but I'm looking at the schedule like full, like thinking about it and then thinking about like them having off this week. And so they have Bristol, Kansas, Talladega. That's three. Texas. That's
Yep.
four.
Dega.
Five is at Watkins Glen, and then they have the All Star race before the week before in Dover. That's like six more races.
We need to somehow get a road trip down to Dega.
Yeah, I would love to go to Talladega.
We got to get an old beat ass camper.
Okay.
And you know what type of camper I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I
Like a
do.
90s style beat ass camper and drive down to Dega.
Yeah.
Barely making it there.
Yeah, that's true. But
I'll show you what I want. I'll send you the clip. Cletus McFarlane and Greg Biffle did it.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that video
No, I
when they
have.
both did their road trip to Talladega?
I have not. No, I haven't seen it.
Because I think Cletus was gonna race the Arca. Yeah, I think he was racing the Arca at Dega.
No, send it to me, and then I
I'll
could
send
laugh
it.
over it.
It's pretty funny.
All right. I don't think I missed anything. You got anything, room, that I might have missed?
No.
I think I went over as best as I could the last like 4 weeks that we missed. Um, like I said,
Oh, you know what? The whole controversy with fucking Cletus.
uh,
How they don't think he should be in it.
in what?
In where he's at, racing where he's at. Like he was just handed a
Ah,
ride. You know who else was handed a freaking ride who couldn't drive for shit?
ooh.
I don't know. This maybe the son of probably the greatest NASCAR driver of all time, Kyle Petty, who had a
Yeah,
two cents to put it in there.
look, it happens. Like,
But I mean, if you want him to race in O'Reilly, put him in an O'Reilly car. They all drive different. You want him to race in the Cup Series, put him in a Cup car. All these cars drive different.
yeah. Well,
So for those that don't like Cleus McFarlane, I got two words for you. Suck it.
I thought you were gonna say, well, that's more than 2 words. So I just messed up. I was gonna say you were gonna say go watch something else or change the channel. That's more than 2 words.
Oh no, I was actually gonna say something else, but
Fuck off.
yeah, that was it. I was gonna say fuck you, but I was trying to be nice. But okay, since I'm trying to clean up my language a little bit on here, but
I
fuck it.
mean,
You know what? You know what?
we
If you don't, if
look,
you don't, if you don't like Cletus, fuck you.
well, I was gonna say we can limit it to like one or two an episode. That's it.
We already broke it. We already said it a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, I said shit earlier, but that was as far as I went. But
What are we in
uh,
church? You can say
before
shit.
saying this,
You can say shit. We're not in
yeah.
church.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Now you
Plus, if
know.
I walk into church, I'll probably burn up in flames.
Ah, that's what one of my other friends says too. Ooh. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, see you in 2 weeks after Bristol. Um, because
Maybe,
that's
maybe, maybe before Bristol. I
unless
don't
there's a
know. We'll
lot of
see. We'll see. We'll
unless
see.
there's a
Let's.
lot of off the field, off the track stuff going on. But
Yeah, never mind. We'll see. We'll see.
yeah. All right. Well,
No
till
promises.
next time. See you later.